We'll figure it out. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. We'll figure it out.
And we're live.
Hi.
I just got the feed.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hi.
Hello there.
Oh, God. Oh, God. There we
You,
go. I got him.
you gotta hit him with the Obi-Wan. You gotta be, hello there.
Hello there.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're live. We're ready. We're good to go.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Nerds with a Podcast. As always, I am Axel.
And I'm ballsy.
Huge. Whoop, whoop. Let's go.
Yeah.
And today, I spend a lot of time in my truck driving around for work, thinking to myself about what we could have for topics. And listening to the Conan O'Brien podcast the other day.
I love Conan.
Me too. It's my hometown hero. Come on now. I got a great idea. What are some lyrics that you guys have misheard in popular music? And no matter what you do, even though you know the correct lyrics, you cannot sing it any other way than the way you know it.
And for at least some context with me, there's a lot that are probably going to be brought up that are gonna just ring a bell and things like that, because when I was really getting into music really big, the only way you had lyrics to a song is either by figuring them out or hoping to fucking God they were written in the CD booklet.
Yo, do you remember? When I was a kid, I used to sit down with a notebook and a pad and my little fucking Walkman, my CD Walkman, and I would go one line at a time. I'd play it, pause it, write the lyrics down. Play another line of fucking music, pause it, write the lyrics down. And then just go over the lyrics over and over again until I had the song memorized back before the internet.
Yep. Me and I remember one of my memories of doing that is me and my cousin Eric sitting there and trying to decipher the lyrics to No Diggity by Blackstreet.
That's a good one. So, to start us off, one of my most popular or most known about misheard lyrics, because I've talked about it before. I've probably even talked about it on a stream in the past. The band Boston. They have a song called Peace of Mind.
They do.
When I was a kid, I swore up, down, sideways that the lyric was, all I want is to have my piece of pie. And no matter what I did, I am embarrassed to say how long it took me to figure out that the lyric was actually not piece of pie and that it was peace of mind. Because I was like, why the fuck is the song called Peace of Mind when he's just singing about how bad he wants pie? I'm embarrassed at how long it fucking took me to figure that out, but that's like my number one. Like,
That is a good one.
That shit fucks me up every
That
time.
is a good one. See, for me, I know it's probably on lists. I think the list I pulled up has this one, and I still mess it up to this day, and I do it loudly and I do it proudly now.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
But I'm gonna have to go with Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
Because there's that one lyric that I could have sworn up and down till I was blue in the face that Jimmy, was saying, "Excuse me while I kiss this guy."
Oh, shit.
Where the actual lyric is, "Excuse me while I kiss the sky."
I'm gonna throw up. Oh, that's funny.
Our boy Jimi Hendrix over here.
Oh
huh?
my god, that's
Jeez.
funny.
And-
That's a fucking good one.
Even now, to this day, I cannot sing that song without deliberately fucking it up.
I am
That is
never
funny.
gonna fucking hear that song the same way again.
That is funny.
Oh man, that's funny. What about you, Stooge? You got one?
So, I do. So we all know Rocky.
Like the movie?
The movie.
Okay.
Final Countdown by Europe.
Yep.
In the lyrics, they'll say we're working for peanuts. It sounds like he says peanuts, but they're not saying peanuts.
What's
I had it all written out. Yeah, goddamn, I didn't put down. See, Stu just slacking, guys. I
That's
had no
okay.
time. So, on it, I'm gonna Google it real here.
Working for peanuts.
Working, I know, right?
And you're saying that's not the lyric? Working for peanuts?
Apparently not.
Is it gonna be something fucking penis related?
No, I hope not.
No.
Oh my
doesn't-
god. That doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like Euro or Europe.
Here,
He's
yeah.
thinking hard. He's
No,
thinking hard.
no. There it is. We're working for peanuts, and then it's supposed to say we're heading for Venus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Completely
like,
different.
so this is where like you gotta hear it, because
Right.
like when they say Venus, it sounds just like peanuts.
I got
It's-
one just like that.
It sound so like when you hear it and like through the song, like it makes sense. I'm working for peanuts. Like I'm working for fucking nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I kind of blend it in, and then you go through the lyrics, and you actually like one day you're listening to it, and you're like, Venus, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I got one.
someone actually called me out on that, and I was like, no, it's
Oh,
working
those
for,
are the best,
Yeah,
dude.
I
When
was
you're
like, no,
singing
it's
it out
working
loud
for
in front of someone.
yeah. I was like, it's
Mm.
working for peanuts, and they're like, nah, man, you got this all wrong. So yeah, that was one of them.
I have one that actually makes like the fuck up that's incorrect actually still makes sense in context. Again, embarrassed at how old I was when I figured this out. A few years back, a rapper named Murs rapped for 24 hours straight or something like that and set a world record for like rapping. And all he did was just regurgitate different songs for 24 hours.
Oh,
And
jeez.
one of the songs that he did was Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg. And it was not, I just so happened to catch him singing this song when I tuned into the live stream for
Oh,
like 5 minutes.
Jesus.
Oh no.
And it was only at that point, now I'm 34 now, I was probably like 31 at the time. The lyric is rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Really?
For my entire life, I have always sang that lyric, rolling down the street, smoking, and I'm sipping on gin and juice.
That's what I thought it was.
Exactly.
Smoke-
See?
no,
Thank
it's
you.
smoking and sipping on gin. It's not
It-
that.
It's
Yeah.
rolling
It's rolling down the street,
smoking
smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice.
and instead of
I never
endo,
knew that.
I thought it was smoking and I'm sipping on gin and juice. And
Wow.
that-
It does
makes
make sense.
It makes perfect sense. It goes perfectly with the fucking song. Completely wrong my whole fucking life.
Oh man.
And then I sang the correct lyrics in front of my little brother Cody one day after I learned it. And he turned around and he looked at me. He's like, the fuck did you just say? I was like, smoking endo. That's the lyric. And he's like, you mean to tell me this whole time I've been singing smoking and I'm sipping on gin and juice? Dude, me fucking too, dude.
No
Me
shit. Yeah,
too.
I'm kind of blown away by that.
No, yeah,
That
no,
was a
I
lifelong one for me.
always knew that. I always knew
I
it was smoking endo. It was one of my
I had
favorite
not a
songs.
clue. I love that fucking song, but I never looked up the lyrics for it, and that's fucking egg on my face.
That is
That's-
wild. That is absolutely wild.
That's
Well,
worse than the Boston thing.
Yeah, so that's like me. I got a one word in a song where I completely over my fucking head
Yeah.
like that. So Slipknot, Wait and Bleed.
Yep.
Okay.
And in that they say kneel down and clear the stone of leaves.
Yeah.
Right.
In my head, when I first heard it, I thought kneel down and clear the stone of bliss.
Wow. Again, you're
Wow.
all over the place with the shit that you hear, because it's like it doesn't even like sound the same. You're fucking all over the map.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking
So
wild.
okay. I'm gonna pick a more newer song. Now
Okay.
I know this was a big misconstrued lyric and everything like that, but I was literally just mind blown
Okay.
about it. We're talking Kings of Leon here.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
everybody knows the song Sex on Fire.
Yeah.
You know, in the actual lyric, it's, what is it, you know, your sex is on, or our sex is on fire?
Yep.
And I, for the longest time, thought he was actually talking about somebody called Alexis.
You thought it was Alexis on fire?
Oh,
Yes.
That's
Alexis
amazing.
on fire.
That is amazing. Who the fuck set Alexis on fire? Who did you think put Alexis on fire?
I don't know. I just thought it was a really grim and morbid song.
That's fucking hysterical.
Like, or it
Oh,
was either a
man.
grim and morbid, or they're just talking about somebody who was on a roll. I never paid attention to any of the other lyrics. It was just a catchy tune I'd catch on the radio.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I actually thought they were like maybe talking about somebody on a roll. Like, you know, oh, yo, that person's on fire right there. You know,
Oh man.
See,
I
that makes
never-
sense in that context.
I never knew it was Our Sex is on Fire or whatever the lyric is. I don't even know the actual lyric.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I honestly thought they were talking about somebody on fire.
That's great.
So I got a pretty good one with my mom.
Let's hear it. Let's
So
hear
my mom's I can't I tried yesterday like looking up to see what the hell it even was. So my mom for the longest time would be in the car singing something. I want to say it was from like Train or Fergie or something like that.
Those are
And-
two different bands. Continue.
Yeah, no, but those are like the ones that she usually listens to that I
Sure.
don't listen to. And it was something came up, and she says my vagina, and I looked at my mom. I was like, I don't think it says.
Wait, what?
Yes. I go,
That is
"Mom,
not
it
the
doesn't
lyric I want
say
to hear
that."
from my mom.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah, I
what?
was like, "That
What was
is
the
not
lyric
what
she thought
said."
it was?
My vagina, like.
Wow.
It was in there, vagina.
Wow.
I mean,
like, when I
in
listened
this
to
day
it,
and
I was
age,
like,
that's not
okay.
surprising.
I was like, okay, this could be it. So I went back and I listened to it, and then I looked up the lyrics. And like I said, for the life of me, I couldn't find it. It had nothing to do with that. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
look, you got this song way off.
I mean, in this day and age, it wouldn't be surprising to have
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
vagina in it with
Oh,
songs like.
Okay,
Wah.
okay. Speaking of real off, you know, getting kind of into like some like sticky language. I don't know who does it. I know the song. I'm actually gonna look up who does it right now. Actually, I know the name of the song. Okay, Blinded by the Light.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Blinded by the light.
Dude, I got that on my list, bro.
everybody, and even me, like growing up, my dad, like, you know, he was a big music guy. He listened to this song as much as a lot of these other songs.
Oh man,
you know-
this is on my list too. I hope it's the same thing. I
And
hope it's
always,
the same
oh,
thing.
it's
sure it is.
definitely the same
I'm
thing.
sure it is.
In the chorus, or the chorus like in the beginning, maybe whatever it is, he goes, blinded by the light.
Yep.
Now, the actual lyric is revved up like a deuce.
Oh fuck, I was close. Oh, I
Revved
was
like a
close.
dude.
I didn't know it was revved. I just found
Oh,
out
yeah,
it was
no,
revved
it's
right
Oh,
now.
see,
Revved up like a deuce.
see, I
And
always,
Roller in the night.
yup, another runner in the night. I actually have the
Another
lyrics in
runner,
front of
yeah.
me, yep. But, I always thought it was revved up like a douche.
I always thought it was wrapped up like a deuce.
Wrapped up like a douche.
Wrapped
and
up
roller
like
in
a
the
douche.
night. That's what I have on.
34
wrapped up like a
years.
douche.
I knew it was revved up. See, I knew it was revved up. I knew it was revved up. And I think the only reason is probably because of the way my dad sung it. Like, because he would always sing it. But I always thought it was revved up like a douche.
Wrapped up like a douche.
I always thought it was wrapped up like a deuce. And I was
See,
always like,
see,
I wonder what that means.
See, you're the only one. You're the only one that didn't get douche out of it. Me and Stooge got douche out of it. Stooge was wrong on both ends.
Oh, see, no, I had deuce. I got deuce at least. Dude, I can't believe I just found this out now live on YouTube.
And I still sing it that way. I don't care if I'm wrong.
Oh, I still go revved up like a douche, like, and I will clearly, like, you know, prouder, just make sure everybody around me hears the fact that I say douche.
Oh,
Is it for the conversation? Maybe, because I'd be like, yeah, I know the actual lyric. It's just funny to say douche.
I love that. So, on the topic of foul language, and to your point, Ballsy, of kissing a guy via Jimi Hendrix.
Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
So, like I said, I was listening to Conan
You'll never get it
O'Brien's
out of your head now.
I was listening to Conan O'Brien's podcast the other day, and on Thursdays, he speaks with fans, and so he was speaking with a fan, and they were talking about misheard lyrics, and Conan brought this up, and so shout out to Conan, Massachusetts, good boy.
We love you, Conan.
We love you, Conan.
I'll be your friend.
This one's for you.
I'll be your friend.
For the longest time growing up, Conan O'Brien thought that the song Brown Eyed Girl by Jim Morrison, the actual lyric is going down the old mine with a transistor radio. Okay? Conan, for the longest time, thought that it was going down on an old man for a transistor radio.
Oh, what the fuck?
And if you sing it back in your fucking head, if you know the song Brown Eyed Girl, totally fucking fits.
Oh, I know the song. I love fucking people with that song.
Old man.
Going down on an old man for a transistor radio. Oh.
Conan's like, why the fuck would you need to go down on an old man to get your hands on a transistor radio?
Well, also too, if that will fall under the way I like to fuck with people when it comes to that song. You don't know how many head turns and bewildered, fucked up stares you'll get if you just nonchalantly, while that song is playing, just walk up to a random person and be like, you know this song's about anal, right?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. It's never been confirmed that.
No, it's not. It's not. But the bewildered look, I just do it to fuck with people. I know it's not about anal. It's just, it's funny, but like, you sit there and you'll get people just be like, they'll give you that ugly look like, what? But then you know they're thinking it.
They're like, ew, brown-eyed girl.
Yeah, you destroyed them.
Yeah,
and then,
and
then if you really want to just put the cherry on top and call it a day, just lean over and just go, you're welcome, and leave.
Right.
You're welcome.
Oh, gross.
Thank me later.
You're welcome.
Going down
on an old man. Okay.
Hey, you'll never hear that different now, too. It'll always be going down on an old man forever.
Oh.
You got another one, Stooge?
I do. Ballsy's gonna fucking hate me. It's not necessarily misheard lyrics. It's just it's lyrics that's in a song.
Okay.
That just you have no fucking clue what they're saying.
Are they the real lyrics and you don't have a clue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
That's
I'm invested.
That is a song by Eiffel 65.
Oh, Blue.
Oh.
Blue.
Yes, I love that song.
I hate that
Bits and
song.
pieces-
The song's
you catch
ridiculous.
Bits and pieces of words, and then the rest is.
So
What?
when I worked
What?
for Tesla, I used to work with this 23-year-old kid. Classic prime example of a fucking 23-year-old head in the clouds, fucking, dumb as hell, not because he's unintelligent, but because he's 23 and everything. And we used to listen to music when we were on the roof all the time, and that was one of the songs that I used to play on the roof all the time, because listening to him sing that song it used to make me cry, because it falls right into the fucking topic. He was convinced that the lyrics were, I'm blue. If I was blue, I'd be blue. If I was blue, I'd be blue. The entire song. That it was just the guy just being like, I'm blue. If I was blue, I'd be blue.
Okay. Now, I'm not a fan of this song.
Possibly.
This was definitely an outreach for my generation for that song. It's a hit or miss. Not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan. But even I know that is blatantly not the lyrics.
Oh yeah, it's painfully obvious that's not, like, you can tell he's saying other things, and he just paid so little attention. He was like, yeah, I was like, what
Does
song
that
are you
song
talking about? He's like,
actually have lyrics?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't think it does, man.
Well, the chorus might not, but the verses do. The verses do. The blue house in the blue little window in a blue Corvette.
I'm gonna be the blue. I don't.
No.
That's all I think he says.
He sings about the blue
A blue house and a blue
house,
windows.
with a blue Corvette with blue windows and stuff. I mean, it is just him saying the word blue in a bunch of sentences, but there are technically lyrics. But yeah, he was just the whole fucking song was just, I'm blue. If I was blue, I'd be blue.
Listen, that's better than what they've got. All right.
Oh, dude, when I was growing up,
I knew Halsey wouldn't have much to say about this.
Well,
Well,
you also got to think of the age gap between us.
Yeah.
There's a bigger age gap between me and you, Stooge, than you realize. I know I know the age gap between me and Axel is totally a generation.
Yeah, it is. It's a solid generation.
It's a solid generation.
It's what, it's 9 years, isn't it? Is it 9 years or 10 years? No, because you're not 40.
It's 8 or 9. I'm 40.
Right, I was gonna say you're not 40.
You ain't that much older than me, you fucking cuck.
No, but
you're
still.
Older than me too? Are you older than me too?
Yes, Stooge is like 34, 35.
36.
36.
Oh
all right.
God.
So yeah, okay, but still, even those couple of years, still, it's enough to me not like that song.
I'm happy. You guys are old as fuck. I'm a baby.
Nah,
Age
is just a number. It's only as old as you feel, you know? I mean, some days I feel like I'm fucking 40, but I don't know. When I'm at work, I don't fucking feel 40 unless I really, like, whack my knee or something.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's like all the adrenaline I work off of work. I mean, I still work at the speed, consistency, and energy as I did in my 20s. Easy.
Right. Yeah, I'd say I probably do to a certain extent. Listen, I don't think I could run around for as long of a shift as I used to.
No, I can't do the prolonged. I can't do the prolonged shifts anymore. My age really shows that. But I haven't lost a step.
Look,
right.
Man,
if anything, I've just grown wiser.
It was
rough.
See, that's mental.
That's
a different type. That's a different type of exhaustion. That's a mental exhaustion.
An 8-hour shift.
See, that's true.
See, I don't want to say it's mindless,
old man,
but I work a job that you can literally train to muscle memory.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, to leave the brain open. Yeah, to leave the brain, you know, less strain on it, but you could still pull the audibles if you need to, you know? Like, because obviously with cooking, that's a lot of what it is.
Yeah.
It's repetitive nature. You do the same exact things to make the meal. So you can train that same exact thing, be like, oh, okay, I got a Reuben sandwich. Muscle memory just kicks in.
Sounds
my body.
Songs out there, repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of,
but
I
still
got
misheard
another one.
lyrics.
I got another one that's gonna ruin you guys for fucking ever.
I was gonna
It's,
say,
it's good old fashioned Metallica. Enter,
What song? What
Enter
song could you
Sandman.
possibly have? No.
Enter
I've
Sandman.
actually got a story on that I can never get out of my head, but I want to hear this.
Enter
I don't-
Sandman. The actual lyric is, and the things that will bite.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
The misheard lyric. So this isn't necessarily like a misheard lyric. I would imagine some people have like genuinely heard it. This is more like breaking your glass and making you realize that if you listen to it, this is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And a baked apple pie. If you go back and you listen to that song, and when this stream is done, I'm gonna make you do it before we fucking get off because I want to see your reaction to it. You
I
listen to
already,
the song,
I'm
it's
already,
the second chorus.
yeah,
it's
no,
the
I
second
know
chorus.
the exact part.
Yep, and it's and the things that will bite. You replace that lyric with "and a baked apple pie"
And a baked
you
apple
will-
pie,
you will
yeah.
never. Yep, you will never fucking hear it the same way again, ever.
Really?
Yeah,
That's wild.
100%, dude. I had this kid back in the day, like 10 or so years ago, fucking totally ruined it for me. He's like, "You don't know the baked apple pie thing?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he goes, "Here, listen to this." And I'm like, "Dude, this is Enter Sandman. They don't sing about baked apple pie." He's like, "Shut the fuck up and listen for a second." And then he paused it right halfway through that chorus. And he's like, "The lyric is the things that will bite. I want you to hear and a baked apple pie." And then he hit play again. Didn't let me respond, nothing. Just hit play again. And the fucking song started. And it said it and like absolutely beat for beat perfect. And a baked apple pie. And I was just like, "You son of a bitch."
So,
Ruined
That's
it, dude.
crazy. There's
Ruined it.
there's songs
Speaking-
like that everywhere.
speaking of
Ruined
that,
it.
I was in my early 20s, late teens, early 20s. I was working at the Olive Garden.
Oh, when you're
No.
there, your family.
Yeah, not when you work there. Not
I
when you
really
work
like
there.
that place.
Well, at least when I worked there, it was fucking wild. You know, you had your disputes, man. All you did is you
Dominic
just fucking
Toretto.
you grabbed a pair of boxing gloves and you went outside. That's how we handled disputes. You know, you had a problem with somebody,
Important, man.
you threw on the boxing gloves and you went out back and you threw some hands and you felt better about yourself. You got your frustrations out and felt better about yourself. But so this guy Tony, great guy, died young, rest in peace. Comes up to me one day and like now I've been a Metallica fan since the 90s. I know the lyrics, they were written in the book.
I'm so happy you guys just ruined this for you.
But Tony looks up to me today. He goes,
Today?
you know, no. He like I'm sorry. He walks up to me. He walks up to me one day, and he's like, he goes, you know, Metallica's really a bunch of sellouts. I'm like,
Whoa.
I'm like, how so? He goes, man, they made an entire beer commercial song. I'm like, wait, what? He goes, yeah, am still alive, and I lost my shit. I lost my shit,
can
and
hear
I've
it.
never unheard it since.
I can hear it. I can
And-
hear it in my head right now.
And I know he was just fucking with me, and it was
Oh.
so amazing. Now,
That is
every time
amazing.
you think about it, it's like when they're going into the chorus, it sounds like they're singing Amstel Light.
Fuck, man. That's two things in the same fucking song that I'm never gonna not hear again.
Bro, you guys broke me. I just played it, and
I told you. He says, "and a baked apple pie." It's 100%, dude. 100 fucking percent.
Oh, like,
You
see,
are
I love
welcome.
this. Like, I mean, I know the lyrics and can sing them correctly. You know, they were in the book. That's how I learned them.
Right.
But
It's a huge
I
thing, too.
love deliberately missinging lyrics and doing it loud and proud, because you get people be like, you know, that's not the lyric, or it's actually supposed to be. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm just
Okay.
like, your reaction just made it worth it.
if you're a fan of doing that, then I've got another one for you. It's not a modern song, but it's from when we were growing up, so it's still regularly played on the radio,
And
and you can
I've
piss a
got
lot of
one.
people off.
I've got one. If
You
this
go
is
then, because I just went. So you
if,
go, and then I'll go.
so, I don't know if this is the song you're talking
Yeah,
about,
go.
but this is a big one, and we still use it to this day, and this has a lot of significance to the Ballsyverse, my
Okay.
community,
Mhm.
and that is "Tiny Dancer" by Elton John.
Oh, that's not mine. Continue.
Yes.
So, one of the most misheard lyrics of that. Now, the actual lyric, now this is the chorus. It goes, "Hold me closer, tiny dancer."
Correct.
The most misheard thing, and now this isn't my misheard. I've heard this and I love it, and I blatantly do it, and it's amazing, and a lot of people love it, and a lot of people hate it. Is the misheard lyric is "Hold me closer, Tony Danza."
Yeah.
And
Oh
if
my
you can
God.
hear
yeah.
it, like if
I
you
can
can
hear
hear
it.
the song, you can literally hear Elton John say, "Hold me closer, Tony Danza."
Oh, I can hear it in my fucking head. I have honestly never heard of that misheard lyric.
Oh, it's such a good one.
Great.
So like
That's
every
great.
time, and I will be like, so like it'll come on, and I will belt it in public, loud and ignorant. Just hold me closer, Tony Danza. Just
That's
play it.
fantastic.
It's amazing.
All right, here's another one to add to your arsenal of pissing people off. This one comes direct from the mouth of Zach Braff. Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys.
Okay, I know the song.
The lyric is intergalactic planetary. Planetary intergalactic.
Yes.
Right? Everybody knows that.
Yeah, it's pretty black and white.
It's pretty black and white until you play the song again, and I want you to hear intergalactic kill the children, intergalactic. I promise you, that is exactly what it says. Dude, I already know Stooge is pulling it up right now.
I was a big Beastie Boys fan,
This one-
and I heard a
This
lot
one,
of.
I had a little bit of trouble, like, because I can hear the song in my head, but I had a little trouble making that connection when I was thinking about it. And then the first time I heard the song after he said it, I was like, oh my God, it's perfect.
All right, hang on. What's he say? Kill intergalactic, kill the children?
Intergalactic kill the children. Oh.
I'm gonna have a hard time hearing it, but
You gotta pull it up and you gotta listen to it, dude.
You ruined it.
You gotta pull it up and listen to it,
And
man.
what's crazy is when you're thinking planetary, you hear planetary, but when you
Yep.
hear it, when you're over here thinking kill the children, you hear it.
See,
say,
and
intergalactic,
it's
kill the
I
perfect,
can't.
and it's very distinct. It's very distinctly different, but it fucking you hear it. Kill the
Oh, I don't like that.
Kill the children, intergalactic.
that's a wild one.
Oh
Definitely
man,
is.
I enjoy that one. What about you, Stu? You got another one?
No, I honestly, I couldn't really think of too many, honestly.
That's okay. I've got another one. What about you, Walter? You got another one?
I'm trying to recall. As conversations come on, a lot of them have been peeking up and popping in.
Sure. right, so
But I'll
then,
let you roll, and maybe it'll trigger something of mine. Plus, I'm also going through lists just to see, because it's been a while.
So, let me pull up the lyrics for this one again. So this one is actually one of mine. The song "Hard to Handle" by the Black Crowes. Very popular '90s song. The lyric is, "Hey little thing, let me light your candle, 'cause mama, I'm sure hard to handle now gets around." Right?
Okay, I'm not too familiar with that song.
I think it's definitely so. It's from 1990, but it's one of those songs where once you hear it and you actually hear it with the music, you're like, I know exactly what song that is.
Okay, all right. What is it? Well, I'm gonna pull it up.
It's called "Hard to Handle" by the Black Crows. So the actual lyric is, "Hey little thing, let me light your candle, 'cause Mama, I'm sure
Oh,
hard to
okay, I
handle
know it.
now gets around." Right?
Yeah, okay.
When I was growing up, I was always convinced that the song, and I still sing it like this to this day, even though I
Yep,
know it's
yep.
different.
Okay, all right. Yep,
I
I know
always
exactly.
thought, I always thought the lyric was, "Hey little thing, let me light your chemical, because
Yep,
Mama,
yep.
I'm sure the handyman gets around." I don't know why the
I
handyman is a
I
whore.
honestly, to be fair, I didn't even have a lyric for that one. I thought he was
That's what I
going,
always thought it was.
and the henna nag gets around. Like it's, I just
Yeah,
thought he
that
was
too.
bouncing. Like there was nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing there but just a ricocheting.
It does not sound like he's saying, "Let me light your candle." It sounds like
Yeah,
when he's
let
saying
me
it,
light
it
your
sounds like the
chemical.
word candle has way too many. It has more syllables than the word candle does when he sings it. But apparently, the lyric is, "Let me light your candle, because Mama, I'm sure hard to handle gets around," or some shit like that. And I was just like, "That's not what the lyric is. That's not how I sing it."
Wow, that's I'm.
In my version, the handyman's a fucking whore.
Yeah, I know. Shit.
He gets around,
He
man.
gets
He
around,
gets
you
around.
know.
He gets
Like
around.
I
With all
literally
those
thought that
chemicals,
was just, it was just nonsense, just used to get from one sentence to another.
Yeah. Nope. There are actual factual words in that bitch. But that's
Wow.
one of those songs where it's like when you're reading the lyrics, because the lyrics sound so different than they actually are when it's sung, it's like I have no fucking idea what song that is. And then you hear the song and you're like, of course I know this song. How could I not know this song? I was
Now
alive in the 90s and I'm white.
I can ruin a hell of a song right now.
Let's go. Let's go. Because I've ruined a
All
lot.
right, all right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Now this isn't me. I'm going through this list to try to spark some things. And this one is just ridiculous, but I sung it in my head. It fits. It's funny and it's amazing. And I've never heard this before, so at least I know I'm hearing this for the first time, and probably you guys are. Now we're gonna bring this one way back to the '80s,
Nice.
and we're gonna go with Robert Palmer's "Addicted to Love."
Ooh, okay.
Now, the actual lyric, and this is in the chorus, is "Might as well face it, you're addicted to love."
Right.
It's the way I've always heard it. It's the way I've always sung it. It's in Back to the Future. No, it's not in Back to the Future. No, that's Power of Love. But it was been in movies. Like,
Oh, right. Yeah.
sorry, I jumped off. But no, it's been in movies. Like, I've heard it. It's one of those. But this misheard lyric says, "Might as well face it. You're a dick with a glove."
You're a dick with a glove?
Yes.
At least you're practicing safe sex, man. That's like that's the step in the right direction.
I know, right? It's just like, oh.
I want to go back to your Kings of Leon one for a second because I also pulled up a list now that I'm pretty much out. And "Sex on Fire" is lyric instead of "Alexis on fire." This one is so funny. It's "Oh, dyslexics on fire."
Oh, Jesus.
Someone made a whole song about lighting dyslexics on fire. Fucking so random. Like, why dyslexics? Where the hell did that come from?
I know, right?
Oh my god. Oh, let me see. This list got quite a few on here too. The Eurythmics, "Sweet dreams are made of cheese."
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait. How about this one? This list I found. "Bohemian Rhapsody" by Queen.
Oh, let's hear it.
Oh no.
Instead of "spare him his life from this monstrosity," It's saving his life from this warm sausage tea.
This warm sausage tea,
Yes.
that sounds dirty and gross.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Ew, ew, ew.
It
That is
sounds
gross.
completely vile.
Do we all know the song "You Sexy Thing"
Yes.
by the band I Believe in Miracles?
Yep.
Right?
Sex thing.
Way
So
back.
apparently, the "I Believe in Miracles" is actually victim of a misheard lyric. Most people hear, or some people hear, "I remove umbilicals."
What?
Fuck.
What?
I remove umbilicals.
How?
No
You sexy
way.
thing. It's made even better by the fact that they still say "you sexy thing." Who's sexy removing umbilicals? Get the fuck out of here. Oh fuck, dude, this list is killing me.
Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, some of these don't even make sense. I
Like-
mean, I guess some of mine don't make sense either. So we're
Well, they're not
Will
meant
Smith
to make
getting
sense.
jiggy with it. What you
Wait,
thought
what?
you heard. Will Smith, actual lyric, getting jiggy with
Yeah,
it.
getting
you thought-
what?
What you thought you heard, kick a chicken with it. Never. Never in my life have I ever heard that song sound even remotely like it's saying kick a chicken. It doesn't sound, and like this list is all over the fucking map right now.
Oh, okay. Here's another one. Here's a
Chicken
good
shit.
one, and I have fell victim to this myself, actually. "Bad Moon Rising" by CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yep.
Now, the actual lyric is "There's a bad moon on the rise." The most misheard lyric, and I've totally done this, is "There's the bathroom on the right."
There's the bathroom on the right. What's the real lyric?
"There's a bad moon on the rise."
Okay. On the bathroom on the right. I can
If
hear
you
that.
if you hear it like the way it's sung, it literally sounds like he's saying, "And the bathroom's on the right." It does. It's just amazing.
Oh, that's fucking great. I've got another one right here that's pretty good. So we know so we got Eddie Money's 2 Tickets to Paradise.
I was actually just reading this.
Yeah, were you? The lyric is 2 Tickets to Paradise.
Yeah.
The misheard lyric is "I've got 2 chickens to paralyze."
2 chickens to paralyze.
That totally
It's a
changed
good one
it.
too. That works really well.
That totally-
works really well.
That totally
Oh, fuck, that's way better than the getting jiggy with it one, because that one didn't make sense. 2 chicken,
Got
dude.
2
I
chickens
might,
to paralyze.
I might never hear that song the same way again. That might be the way I sing that song from now on.
Oh god.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, this is a good topic.
There's so many.
It is.
There-
It's
I'm
so
looking.
good.
I'm looking at these lists. Dude. These lists are crazy.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
Conan had one for those, as well as my grandmother. My grandmother used to think that it was dirty jeans done dirt cheap. And Conan O'Brien used to think that the lyric was dirty deeds dunder G. And he
Dunder
couldn't
G.
figure out what dunder G meant. And so he chalked it up to, oh well, the band is Australian, so it must be some Australian slang that I don't know about.
It's pretty good. So
It's
here's
a-
one right here. The
Ugh.
AC/DC. Done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap is what it
Yeah.
is, what people hear.
Right.
Dirty deeds and the Thunder Jeep.
and the
And the
fun.
Thunder Jeep. I get that. Yeah, I get that. That's better than Dunder G.
And the Thunder Jeep.
Oh, man.
Driving around some Mad Max X. Not Thunder Jeep.
I love that. I fucking love that.
Man.
This list is fucking huge. What
Yeah.
else we got? Tell me where. Might as well face it, you're a dick with a glove. Yeah, that's what Ballsy was just talking about. Robert Palmer's a dick
I
with a
actually.
glove.
Oh, in
Sync's
sync.
got one.
Yup.
No,
I think I.
hear
It's
that.
gonna be me. What people hear is it's gonna be May.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's-
that's true. You know what? I
Yeah.
never even thought of that, but that's a yearly
is.
meme that's actually going to be popping up in about a month
Yeah.
or so.
Yup. That's actually like they turned that into a meme.
Oh yeah. And I am guilty of using that to death.
ABBA. See that girl watch the scene digging the dancing queen? What people
Yeah.
hear? See that girl watch her scream kicking the dancing queen.
I like that better because I fucking hate that song and I like that it's got violence in it now. Not an ABBA fan. That fucking song drives me up the wall. No one cares if you're a dancing queen. Shut up. Go home. Sit on your porch.
Dude, here's a good one right here. All right. What the lyrics are. So everyone knows sweet. Did we talk about this? Sweet Dreams?
Are Made of These by Tainted Love? I mean, by
Yeah.
Lyrics.
the Eurythmics, yeah.
So the original lyrics, they say, is sweet dreams are made of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sweet dreams are made of these.
Oh.
It's made of this. Sweet dreams are made of this.
Oh.
That must be because they're British. Although that's weird because normally you don't like other than the Beatles because I feel like the Beatles are a very
It's
big
from
exception.
Eurythmics.
Yeah.
Eh.
Normally you don't hear accents when you sing unless
Sweet,
it's the Beatles.
sweet dreams are made of this.
I
I've
never
always,
knew that.
I've always said sweet dreams are made of these.
Correct. Me too.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
Is
Why
why
it
the,
makes me wonder, like all these other covers, how are they singing it?
right. And that makes the Sweet Dreams are made of these being the misheard lyric also makes sense why the misheard lyric is Sweet Dreams are made of cheese.
Yeah.
Because you're going off of these. If it's this, none of that shit makes sense.
None of it, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I've-
wild. I never knew that.
I've heard this crack jokes in TV and movies and stuff. I just came across one. Kiss.
Right.
Rock and roll all night.
And party every day.
Yes, and that's the actual lyric. I want to rock and
Right.
roll all night and party every day. But this misheard lyric, and I've even heard like jokes of this in TV shows goes, I want to rock and roll all night and part of every day.
Yes, they did that in Family Guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They talked about that in the Family Guy episode
Dude.
too. I've heard that before.
Yeah. Like I know they've cracked jokes about it. It's just
Yep.
one of those funny ones. It's like, oh yeah, okay. I can definitely see that.
Every time I think of that song, I think of that Family Guy episode and Lois standing in the crowd and Gene Simmons, and he's like, I want to rock and roll all night. And he puts the microphone in front of Lois's face, and she's like, and have a wonderful time.
Yo, that's tripping me out right now about Sweet
Uh,
Dreams.
Yeah, no,
There's
absolutely.
probably a
Marilyn
lot of
Manson,
songs
like
like
listening to Marilyn Manson sing it, it sounds like he says
I think-
these,
I
but it's
think-
this,
Is he saying this though, or is he
Yes.
saying these?
this.
He is. You sure?
Yeah.
Because I
When
feel
you
like
listen,
that's probably
when you listen to it carefully, it's a word
Yeah.
twist. Whatever word you're kind of thinking of is what you hear.
true.
That
true.
is interesting.
That's fucking me up. It's such a simple change too. It's just a change of 2 letters, and that's fucking me up. See, I feel like I got the Sweet Dreams Are Made of These from the Manson cover, but I guess not.
I never realized that. I think I've always heard it as these. You're
As
right.
These, yeah. Like this is really out of all the fucking ones that we've dropped tonight. This is the one that's fucking me up.
Yeah, no, this is a
That's
wild
interesting.
one, and
I am, like I said, and I'm looking at all of the people who've sung it, and it's Sweet Dreams are made of this. That's,
No shit.
that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, they're kind of really throwing a twist on the word.
Yeah, they're warping the way it's pronounced big time. Huh. Interesting. Well,
Oh, here's
gentlemen.
another one that
Oh,
we. All
let's hear
right,
it.
I got one more here.
One more.
Okay,
Let's
all
do
right,
it.
let's do one more to call it out.
Desperado, the Eagles.
The
This
Eagles.
one's interesting too. What the lyrics are? You've been out riding fences for so long now.
What song is this?
Desperado.
Okay.
What people hear? You've been outright offensive for so long now. I thought it was offensive for so long now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. That whole it's like it's not like a jumble of words like a bad lip reading. Like it's a solid all the way together sentence. I've
That's
always thought
interesting.
that it was offensive. Yeah. That is really interesting.
That
Oh,
Shit,
definitely
man.
is.
We're gonna have to do
This-
more
this
research
list-
on this.
This list is the better list. I
Oh,
like
this-
list better
there's
than
a
the
I
one
lot-
had
found
I had
earlier.
one that was like 30 fucking. I had one that
Oh,
was like
I've-
30 songs pulled up.
I had one with 30. I had one with 50. You know, like some of them
There's
are
a
just
lot.
like absolutely ridiculous. I don't see where they ever got those lyrics from, but
Yeah, like I definitely don't agree with the getting jiggy with it one. The kick a chicken.
kick a chicken with it.
Yeah,
Um,
like that
Kick a
doesn't make
chicken.
any fucking sense. There's no connection.
I'm
no
gonna
connection.
go smash my face into something.
It'll be a better song than kick a chicken.
Kick a chicken with it.
Ugh.
It'd be better.
Well-
It'd be better than blue.
But on that note,
Hey.
yeah, we
It looks like it's that time, boys.
it is, and it was fun touching in on this topic.
I had a
And
great time with this topic. I feel
Yeah.
like an idiot.
oh God, all of us do,
Interesting.
all of us do. You know, especially because like there's a lot of them we all had a kind. There's others just like, oh, yeah, I can hear it. You know.
Yeah,
I'm still blown away at the apple pie.
dude, you are
I
fucking
can't
welcome.
get that out of
sir.
my head now.
You are welcome.
Guys.
It's the worst. It's the worst one. That one and the fucking the Boston one, piece of pie.
Pizza pie.
That shit fucks me up, dude. Every single time I hear the song without fail, I'm like, piece of pie.
A piece of pie.
Like, what kind of pie, though? That's what really matters.
Well, guys, I think that's pretty much a wrap.
I think that wraps
Ballsy,
it.
we're still doing the charity event.
We are. Yes, I will have the link in the YouTube description. I don't have it there now, but my police
We'll make
spaced
sure
on
to
that.
have that link. We'll make sure to have
Also
that
on
link in the podcast descriptions for Spotify. And stuff
Yep,
like that as well.
absolutely. You know,
Also, got to figure out how to get Anchor working again.
Yeah, we'll
Might
figure
not
that
be
out.
up
We might
this
be a little late tomorrow with the podcast post, but we're gonna get it up for everybody.
yeah, there's new stuff to figure out. So thank you all for listening. It's more our pleasure than
fun.
it is yours.
Absolutely. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can catch us when we're live every Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Eastern Standard Time is the only one that matters. Don't listen to Stooge and his bullshit fake time.
And like and follow.
Times better.
And like and follow the podcast wherever you're listening, whether it's Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio.
iTunes.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
You know, if you enjoy what you're listening to, make sure you're following the channel so you get those updates whenever we upload so you don't miss it.
Yep. And we'll be
Yeah.
back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye, guys.
Later, everyone.
Peace.